Welcome back to Quantreef.com. ETH is sitting right at 1917, parked in a tight pocket between two liquidity pools. We've got a setup worth unpacking: liquidity, support and resistance, VWAP, fibs, fair value gaps, positioning, and where this likely goes over the next several hours. Let's get into it. Price is at 1917, trading above session VWAP at 1915.47 and above both anchored VWAPs from the swing high at 1911 and the swing low at 1916.50. That's acceptance above value, which leans bullish short term, though the anchors sitting so close together tells you the market hasn't picked a clean direction yet. Momentum here reads more neutral to firm than outright trending. Two pools bracket price. Upside sits at 1946, about 1.5% away, carrying a decent wall. Downside sits at 1892.60, just over 1% below, and it's holding roughly 3 times the notional size, 74% of the liquidation split versus 26 upside. That imbalance is the tell, the bigger magnet is below, and price often drifts toward the fatter pool before any real reversal shows up. On the panel, resistance above starts at target 1, 1936.72, then target 2 at 1981.29, and target 3 up at 20.25. Below, support sits at the fib point 5, 1993, with the stop-loss level down at 1881.80. Given the heavier downside liquidity, that fib point 5 support is the one more likely to get tested first. Lose it and the stop-loss level becomes the real line in the sand. Below price, there's a 4-hour bullish fair value gap between 1904 and 1885, mostly filled already but still pulling revisits. Call it a magnet on any dip. Above, there's a daily bearish gap way up near 2030 to 2055, too far to matter right now. On the fib side, price sits inside the retracement near the point 382 at 1914.57, hugging that level closely. It's the more immediate reaction point versus the distant daily gap. This one's graded watch, end score 84, HTS 60, decent readiness but not quite trend confirmed. Trend and structure at 80.8 and relative strength at 72.2 are carrying it, while behavioral sentiment at 34.7 and volatility at 36.8 are the drag. Retail longs sit at 67%, top accounts at 60%, and the 4-hour taker split is 54 long versus 46 short. The crowd's leaning long into a market that hasn't fully committed. With retail and top accounts both stacked long and the bigger liquidity pool sitting below at 1892.60, a sweep of that level looks like the higher probability move first. It would flush offside longs before any bounce. If buyers defend it, the path opens back toward 1936 and the 1946 wall. If sellers push through, 1881 becomes the next stop hunt zone. Remember, ETH takes its cues from Bitcoin, so check Bitcoin's own liquidity map before leaning either way here. A BTC sweep can override this entirely. Bullish case confirms above 1928 with room to 1946, bearish case confirms below 1892 with downside toward 1882. So ETH's parked at a real decision point. Whichever pool gets swept next probably sets the tone for the next few hours. If this kind of breakdown helps, drop a like and subscribe. Quantreef.com runs this same 9-layer grading, probability and liquidity read across over 100 coins, and there's a 7-day trial if you want to dig deeper. This is for educational purposes only, not financial advice.